guys, it's Sarah here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Woo! Look how cute it is. It came out maybe 2 weeks ago, I want to say, at my store, and I was so excited to try it, so I like literally just bought it without even attempting to swatch it or do anything. I was just like, yeah, give me the lightest one, done, and I bought it. So yeah, this is $34 Canadian, which is pretty pricey. That's the same price pretty much as the NARS one, which, as you know, is my all-time favorite. So I have it here, and I'm going to do a little comparison and see what I like better. I already know what I like better, obviously. I've been trying it out for about a week, or maybe a little longer. So yeah, it comes in 8 different shades. I got the lightest one, which is called Fair Neutral. You can see on the bottom it has the undertone, and then the top is just like the shade name. So mine is Fair Neutral, and that's the lightest one. So I like that they included the undertone, because a lot of times people want to know what their undertone is, or they're just curious and they ask me, and I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, and I wasn't trained in like seeing undertones or anything, so I don't know. Let me know if you have any good tips for that. I've heard if you're supposed to look at your wrist and then go from there. But anyways, so yeah, it comes in 8 shades. I find that the shade range could have been larger. It doesn't go that dark. It goes really light. Like, this is really light. Even for me, it's a little light, but I feel like it could have gone a little bit longer. That would have been nice, or wider shade range, but you know what? We'll see how that works out. So it has a 4.1 out of 5 on Sephora.com, which is amazing, obviously. And I feel like most of the reviews on Sephora.com are pretty generally good. If I love something, it has a good review. If I don't really like something, it has a good review. So it's just like, I feel like people are pretty positive on that website. I'm not as crazy about this concealer, to be honest. It is nice, but there's a few things that I just kind of can't personally get over. And I think that might have to do with the fact that my skin is quite dry. So we'll see, but let me just tell you kind of a little bit about what the company said about the concealer, and then I'll go into how I feel. So this is supposed to be a high coverage, weightless, invisible finish concealer. It has a demi-matte finish, which is true, and it's supposed to be really long wearing. So it also has something called Matrixyl 3000 inside of it, which is like a peptide complex, which is in the foundation as well. And I actually really like the foundation. I thought it was really nice and smooth, and you could tell that the peptides that they included in there actually did something, or like whatever they formulated did something nice to smooth your skin. So I really like that in the foundation, but I find it didn't really work as well in the concealer. It wasn't really smoothing to me. It also has Lithiderm, which is like derived from lychee fruit, and that is supposed to hydrate the skin as well. And I don't find that this is hydrating personally, so that I guess didn't translate as well into the concealer. Also, there's no parabens in this little baby, so that's interesting. That's good. Alright, so let me try it on, and I'll kind of tell you how I feel. So, I love the packaging, like I said. I think it is absolutely gorgeous, but I do have dry skin, like I said, so sometimes concealers can look really, really cakey on me, and I find this one kind of does look a little bit cakey on me. It's just, I don't know, I guess it could be that I have dry skin, but I'm not loving the finish. I find it does cling to some of my dry spots a little bit more than I would like. But the camera is so darn forgiving, it's probably just going to look normal, you know? Either the camera, I find... Oh yeah, and I do have foundation on, but no concealer. Yeah, I find either the camera makes me look... my skin look like a lot better, or way, way worse. It's never as accurate. Okay, so that is one layer. Let me just do a little bit more. I usually like to do like 3 little lines and then one right here again. And I'll show you on a blemish as well, because I have this little beast right here. There we go. It smells really, really good though. I love the smell of this. The foundation has the same smell, and oh, I die. I love it. I love the smell so much. Ooh. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, or depending on when I post this, had a good weekend. I went snowboarding yesterday with Hussein and 2 of his friends from work. It was really fun. We taught them how to snowboard, which is interesting. I've never taught anyone how to snowboard before, and it went much better than I expected. So I was a little like unconfident. I was like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, it went well. It was fun. Okay, so I'll just zoom in. Way too close. So it actually looks pretty good right now, but over the last week I've found that it has just kind of clung to dry skin and chunked up in those areas, so I don't hate the concealer, but I think that I still do prefer my NARS one quite a bit more. And it looks pretty good right now, actually. It looks quite smooth. I don't know what's going on. It's discrediting me totally. But yeah, take my word for it. If you have dry skin, I think that there's better options for you, like the NARS one or something else maybe that you found that you love. But yeah, it's not a bad concealer, but maybe better for oily skin types. So you can kind of absorb up that or hydrate it by yourself with your oils. So this is the NARS one. I'm just going to show you a comparison. Oh god, I'm opening my mouth. Okay. One more little line. Okay, so let me just zoom in and show you the difference. So from here, I just like the way that the NARS one looks better. I find it looks a little bit brighter and nicer and smoother. That's about it. Zoom in ultra close, too close. Yeah, and it covers a little bit more. I can see a little bit more darkness on this side. I don't know if the camera's picking that up properly. Alright, well that is everything, loves. I hope you benefited from this video somehow. It helps you out in deciding if you want to try it. Overall, obviously, I still do prefer my NARS. It is my tried, tested, and true. I love it. This is not a bad concealer, but it's just a little bit more drying on me, so yeah, not a big fan of that for myself. It does last all day though. I found it looked the same all day, but obviously I wasn't really happy with the way it looked, so that wasn't too great for me. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and have an amazing day. Bye guys.